Hello. Today I want to talk about the Atheist Delusion. The Atheist Delusion is that a temporary existence has any value or meaning. So many atheists think they're just gonna die one day and stop existing. And they're okay with that. They're okay with the idea that their life is just gonna end and it's all gonna be over forever. That's really stupid. Everyone should acknowledge that that sort of existence, a temporary life, is totally meaningless. What's the point of living just to die? To have it all end, be gone forever, not be able to have any more fun, no more pleasure, nothing, just over. What type of life is that? Why aren't more atheists talking about the idea of life extension? That living forever with technology and, that we can cure aging. Why aren't more atheists talking about that? At least that's a hope for eternal life. Living forever. Isn't that what's most important, is living forever? At least religious people, I can say they care about, they at least say they want to live forever, that they want eternal life. I hardly even hear atheists saying that they want to live forever. It's like they just don't even talk about the subject of living forever. It's like they think it's impossible, so they don't even try. Well, what about life extension? Isn't that possible? Like, more atheists should be talking about this. And, really, your temporary existence is meaningless. Okay, I'm not judging you for not believing in God. I don't believe in God. I'm atheist. I'm agnostic atheist. I don't call myself atheist. I call myself agnostic because I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if there's a God or not. So I just call myself agnostic. But I want to live forever. That's my main concern, is I want eternal life. And there could be a God. So I'm going to try my best to prepare for the possible existence of a theoretical God. I'm going to try to be a good person, and maybe some theoretical God will help me live forever. It's possible. And of course, it's possible that there is no God, and all my extra effort will be for no good reason. It'll just be worthless, and I'll die, and it'll be over. But at least by living with the possibility in mind that there could be a God, and trying to be exceedingly moral and virtuous, trying to be as good of a person as I possibly can be, at least I would have stacked the odds in my favor and increased my chances of living forever. But most atheists, they don't even do that. It's like they've given up on the idea of living forever. It's really sad and pathetic. Most atheists just say, well, I'm a good person, and okay, yeah, you might be a good person, but are you trying to be perfect? Are you trying to be exceedingly moral and virtuous? Because I think a lot of atheists, they don't care, because they don't think there's any real incentive to be really a great person, because they don't think there's going to be any reward from God, so they don't even care. But we should all admit to ourselves that there might be some sort of judgment of a theoretical God. This is possible. It's just a possibility. If it's possible, then why not live accordingly to that possibility, just in case it's the worst case scenario? This is your eternal life on the line. Are you striving for perfection? You could say the same thing about most religious people, I guess. Most Christians, they're also complacent. They don't really strive to be great people because they think God is forgiving. That's ridiculous. Well, what if God isn't forgiving? Everyone's just making assumptions based upon what they believe. If we were smart, we would start acting according to what's possible and not according to our own beliefs. Okay, I don't believe in a God, but so what? I might be wrong. That's why I'm going to act as though a God does exist. Any smart atheist would do that. They would act as though there is a God, even if they don't believe. And Christians are retarded too, because Christians are assuming that God is forgiving. But what if God isn't forgiving? Okay? What if God has no forgiveness? What if God is a strict perfectionist that requires moral perfection, requires you to be insanely awesome? We don't know. If there is a God, no one knows the standards or the criteria that this God might judge humans. So that's why we all need to be striving for absolute perfection. And we also need to be trying to live forever physically, because let's face it, God is just wishful thinking. There could be no God that's going to save us. That's why we need to try to live forever physically with life extension technology. That's the message that I want to promote with the Agnostic Code, is that we don't know. We don't know if there's a God or not. So let's just try to be perfect to possibly gain the reward and eternal life from a theoretical God that might exist. But let's also try to live forever physically, in case there is no God to save us. We're trying to put all the eggs in both baskets. You know, this life, but also there could be some sort of judgment of a God. That is, I think, a very valuable philosophy. This philosophy can take you a long ways if you wanted to live forever. Eternal life. This is what matters, is living forever. That's it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.